Hello, hello. Happy Thursday night and happy 2nd of January 2025. I'm so thrilled to be here today. I have my good friend, Dr. Michael Gross, who has a powerful message for you. So I'm going to go ahead and let him say hello.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Happy 225. Lots of things to share with you. Just getting over a little cough, so if you see me sucking on a cough drop, you know what's going on.
Perfect. I'm so glad you're able to be here, Michael.
Me too.
Definitely. It's a beautiful way to begin the new year. And he has a fantastic topic for you. So I'm going to go ahead really, really quick and introduce him. And that way we can get on with the topic. We're really blessed and grateful that all of you join us on these special Thursday night podcasts. Dr. Michael Gross is a professional keynote speaker, energy transformational coach, entrepreneur, and the author of The Spiritual Primer, Applying God's 12 Transformational Laws to Reawaken Your Soul by Reconnecting to God, the True Source, to experience your true sources, love, joy, and happiness. And what a beautiful concept for the beginning of the new year. He also helps you achieve an unlimited life. For over 30 years, Dr. Michael Gross has been a spiritual teacher, a multidimensional healer, a transformational coach who is exceptionally skilled in all aspects of soul, oversoul, vibrations, frequencies, body timing, life force energies, and oh, so much more. Dr. Michael Gross holds many degrees, some of which include a doctorate of alternative healing, psychology, a Reiki master teacher. He's a thought field therapist, a certified professional hypnotherapist, a non denominational minister, and a lot of other accolades that he's achieved in the years gone by. But it would take us 20 minutes to list all that stuff. So we're going to get right to the point, right, Michael?
Absolutely.
Okay. So Dr. Michael Gross offers workshops including reconnecting to God, the true source, cellular release, manifestation protocols, energy, multidimensional healing, enlightenment, and many others. And I know he's percolating a new class coming up really soon. So you definitely want to stay in tune with us, okay? Uh, he's also an international intuitive consultant for corporations and has traveled half the world. His clients are in the USA, Australia, New Zealand, South America, Asia, and other countries. And now his messages are also being heard in the Baltic countries, Sweden, and South Korea. I'm honored and blessed that Michael is in my life and sharing these beautiful messages to help all of you. So, on that note, Michael, I will put your contact information in the comments as as you're speaking. So, if my attention goes to my phone, that's what I'm doing. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and leave the floor open to you. Okay.
Thank you so much. Well, welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us. And I thought I'd discuss what 2025 is. In numerology, it adds up to the number nine. Nine means completion or ending. And of course, what comes to completion and ending? New beginnings. So 26 will be a new beginning. But if we understand what is occurring, and I want to talk about a little bit what's occurring astrologically wise, I'm not an astrologist person, I'm not an expert on it, just knowing a little bit to be dangerous. But on the other hand, it's an opportunity. So we're going into the age of Aquarius, which I thought started the year 2000, but Pluto is going into Aquarius, and that's going to be until 2044, roughly. Well, what does that mean? It means truth. It means compassion, loving, understanding. It means searching for your own personal happiness, looking for ways to not increase your income as much, but to find inner happiness. So if we look at that completion or ending, think about everything you have come to in this point of your life, everything you've experienced, everything you've done. You've reached this point in your life, and you've reached a lot of wisdom. These have been very exciting times, and we have seen more occur since the late 40s or early 40s up until this point than I believe that our great grandparents or ancestors. Not only have we seen, airplanes and rockets, and we've gone to the moon, and then we have cell phones, and we have all types of high tech and everything that's going on. This is going to be a period where you're going to find a lot of emotions coming up. And what I mean is, it's inner emotions, not from someone else. You're going to find yourself angry, a little upset. Sometimes you're going to find yourself lost, unsure. This is all very positive. Because remember, my cliche, if you don't know where you're going, you can't get lost. But this is the opportunity for all of us to be out of control so we can be in control. There's a nice oxymoron. How can you be out of control and in control? It says very simply is that not my way or the highway, but what opportunities are available for me today? What direction do I need to go to? And what about my friends? And what about my relationships? So let's talk about opportunities. There's so many different opportunities coming up, not only in relationship and in your field of work, and also in life. And I'd like to address life because this is a period of time where you're going through a huge healing. If you haven't found it already, which I surmise you have, you're going to have memories that go back to your childhood, even pre-childhood. It's like, wow, where did that come from? Why am I looking at that? And the reason you're looking at that is you're given the golden opportunity to take a look and say, does this does this fit my needs anymore? Is this something I need to hang on to? And what we need to do and should do is, why has this come up in my life? What am I to learn from it? And then move on. And so I've come down with a bad cold, and I was thinking, I got my yearly cold. I don't say that until it happens. And it's buried in my subconscious mind, because the subconscious mind is always comparing the past with the present. I go, oh, so here we go. Subconsciously, I manifested this cold. So I asked Spirit, why do I have this cold? Well, some of you may not know this, but I only sleep 2 to 4 hours a night. It's normal for me. But I was told to get more rest for the days to come because many exciting things are happening and I will need additional energy. So, okay. And then we have another thing going on. Not everybody, but almost everybody's feeling tired and drained and exhausted. There's a couple of reasons, and lots of broken sleep. So let's talk about why you're feeling tired and exhausted. All around you, the vibrations and frequencies as we're going into Aquarius is changing. It's going to a higher vibration. And going to a higher vibration, it means your hormones and glands and all kinds of your body cellular structure is doing a purging, clearing, healing, and a reevaluation. So it's like getting a lube and oil change, a tune-up, and you're going to go a lot better, and your car's going to go better. You're going to start going well and better. And that's really important for you to need to know that. Don't fight it. You feel tired, take a nap. And don't worry about, oh, I can't nap because I got to clean the floors, or I got to pick up somebody, or I got to do this, got to do that. No, this is the time you need to spoil yourself. This is also a time that it's coming up and we're being bombarded with a higher frequency and energy. We're doing a lot of out-of-body work, which is why we're having broken sleep. So I asked what I was supposed to do, and I was told what I was supposed to do and what I am doing out of sleep. I went, wow, it's pretty cool. I like it. So I go along with it. You have that same opportunity to do the same thing. Don't fight it. Go with it. And if you're going with it, that means there are new beginnings, new openings, and new positivity going. You're also being surrounded by some people who are very grouchy, angry, upset, anxious, kind of lost. And, sometimes I tell many of my souls and my clients and friends what they're going on. Well, I don't want to do it. Well, I say, too bad. Your soul's doing it. You made the deal. I don't want to do it. Rah, 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 rah. They go, okay. And then they call me up and they still can't sleep. They take sleeping pills. They take all kinds of stuff. And I kind of chuckle. Just go along with it and take cat naps. Things will be a lot better, smoother in your life, or you can create anxiety. So when you're going through a change, and we all are, some souls are going to make this change and go phenomenally flying, happy, joyous, health problems completely cleared up, and they'll be running, and I would say, on all 8 cylinders to the top of their maximum abilities and achieve wonderful things. There are others who are going to lag behind because they're going to argue, fight it, or stop it. Well, that's their choice, which means that if they're not running at your vibration, you are going to lose contact with them. Now, this is a good thing, because in the universe, there's no such thing as a vacuum. It has to be supplied with something. So what's going to happen is these people, they'll automatically, drop out of your life or disappear. And you'll sit there, what did I do wrong? How come they're not talking to me? No, it's your soul said time for you to move on because you don't want them to drag you down. This is also a time where you're going to attract like-minded people, and there are other people who are going to turn around and argue with you or whatever and say, okay, thank you, you're right, and walk away. Don't argue with them. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to even understand what's happening. They just want anything from their perspective, and they want to be right at all costs. And that's what's so important for you to understand. It's like my way or the highway. Insistence creates resistance, right? That's what's happening. And we need to be aware of that. Also, we need to be aware that feelings of guilt will be coming up. That's part of the process of the healing and releasing. And, this is what I've discovered, so I thought I'd share with you. So if you're having feelings of guilt, that must mean you're a higher vibration. Because if you didn't care and feel loving and be concerned about people, you wouldn't care what happened. You wouldn't care if they went down the stairs and twisted their ankle or they wrecked their car. Yeah, well, big deal. It's their problem. But if you feel that, well, I should spend more time with them, I should remember that they need me or whatever. No, do not feel guilty. In your relationships, you do everything possible, whether it's family, friends, children, mothers, and fathers. And sometimes we have to learn on our own. I read where the Native Americans, they didn't teach you how to swim. They threw the little baby, well, the young child into the river or the lake, and that child learned how to dog paddle or whatever they did, and they learned how to swim. And then they watched their elders. There's a lot of wisdom in going through chaos in your life because it gives you strength, because you understand. I took a left-hand turn when I should have gone right-hand or should have gone straight, but I learned something new. So is there a failure in your life, or is there, strange things that are happening that are causing you to create chaos? No, you're going through a learning curve. And that's so important because there's no such thing as failure because you learn what worked and didn't work. You heard me say that before. So your fear in life is an illusion. That's why all these doubts are coming up. It's just an illusion. Just think about it. You can stay in your house and you go, it's too cold to go out. I'll catch a cold, blah, 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 blah. Then we watch these people and you go, well, look at them. They're jumping in rivers that are full of ice. They're jumping in buckets that are full of ice and they're not even getting sick. It's all up here how you feel. There used to be a time where I went to Native American powwows. In a Native American powwows, of course, you have to go to the sweat lodge and you go in your birthday suit, and men go separately than women. And I remember one time it was 20 degrees outside. Of course, I learned not to sit in the front when they pour the water on the hot rocks because you get a little more steam. So I walked outside in my birthday suit, 20 degrees, smoke's coming out of my body, and you're supposed to take water and you sprinkle it on yourself, bucket of water to cool off. Well, I took a few drops of water and they snuck up behind me with a bucket of water and threw it on me. And you know what? You go through 3 rounds. I never got sick, never got a cold. Because in my mind is that this is a very spiritual thing. It's raising my vibrations and improving me. But the mind can conceive, the body will believe. Be aware of that. Tia, you wanted to say something.
Thank you, Michael. Yes, I did. And what an experience to have that water dumped on you like that. It was like, whoa. My question is, when we see people who we love and care about, and we see how they're struggling and not understanding the energy and the thoughts of their soul, how can we help them? Because it seems like they're all caught up in their fears.
Well, it would be like, Michael, I got blah, blah, blah. You're telling me, oh, it's just an illusion. It's fear. You know what the definition of fear is? You don't want to hear that. You're not ready to hear that when you're in fear mode. So the only thing you can do is to that person say, hey, I'm sorry you're going through this. You want to talk about it, let me know. And then change the subject. And if they're not ready to talk about it, they're not ready. When they're ready, they will. And if they never do and they want to relinquish in that pain, that's going on, bless their soul. That's how they're going to learn.
So if they birth out in that spot where they're in,
Mm-hmm.
right? What happens? You know, like because you've talked about the life review, etc. So are they automatically coming back here?
That depends. Some will be coming reincarnating here, or another solar system, or another planet somewhere else, and they'll not lose, but they'll learn that lesson in a different way. So there are so many thousands of opportunities. You see, when you birth out after you have that life review, and then you go into what I call a holding area where you relax and get used to your soul body, all the fears and doubts are gone. They're totally gone because you're surrounded with nothing but love, 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 love. And your guides and angels said, "Great job, congratulations." And then later on, you're urged to reincarnate to finish some, let's say, things you didn't finish in this lifetime, which would be the lifetime you just came from, to help empower you. Well, what's the game plan? Knowledge, power, and then you can become a master guide, a guardian angel. You can become a guide. You can become a archangel, different orders of angels. There's so many opportunities. So the universe is ever expanding, 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 expanding for trillion years. And there's a larger number than that. It's been going on forever, and you're immortal. So this is nothing but an experience. And the only reason you choose a body is to see what you've created, what it's like. Because in your soul energy, because that's all it is, you're surrounded with a frequency and energy we call love. Can't feel the wind, the air, the cold, hot. You can't feel hugging someone. You can't taste food. You can't do any of that stuff because you don't need it. But you'd like the memory of it. And sometimes you want to go back and re-experience it. Gee, that's really great. But even if you live to 110, 120 years, even 200 years old, you're billions and trillions of years old. It just can't even be measured. It's that minute. However, we place a lot of fear, a lot of doubt, a lot of uncertainty in our life based upon our behavior. And as I said before, by the age of 7, you're pre-programmed to think a special way. Then you spend your rest of your life undoing it and learning more about spirituality. Well, with the age of Aquarius coming up, that is, we are now in, you're going to understand so much more about spirituality. And you're going to understand so much more about facts and fictions of life and also about religions. You're here, you chose it, you chose the experience, and that's empowering. But you don't have to hang on to it forever. It's merely a drop in the bucket, something that you came here to understand and learn and have values with. So here you are, this beautiful little soul traveling throughout the whole universe. How do you go from one place to another? Oh, I think I want to go to Andromeda, and you're there. That fast? Yeah. So just think in your soul body, if you think something, you're there wherever you want to be. Where are you on Earth, and what do you think about Earth and what you are creating on Earth? What if you just thought, I desire to manifest in my life joy, happiness, and perfect health? That's it. Then the old ego gets in the way. Well, you have to have a lot of money. You have to have perfect health. You can't be aged. You can't do this, can't do that. Then you fall into the trap. And you fall into the trap by creating your own reality. Every moment you're creating your reality. You never looked at it that way. You get up in the morning and you make breakfast. Your reality is the breakfast. Maybe you have cereal and banana. Maybe you have a cup of coffee. And the other reality, I start by Starbucks and have a latte. That's the new reality. And I'll drive my car and I'll park here. You can hear my Boston accent when you park the car. So you park the car there. Everything you're creating your reality every moment of your life. We tend to think reality, big pictures and, 20, 30 years down the road. Some of it will be. Most of it is on a moment to moment basis. Moment to moment, you are now living your life, creating your realities, your pain, your joy, your happiness, your insecurities, lack of self-worth, self-love, and self-esteem. Hey, that's my common theme. You know why? Because we all came in to learn it, including me. We all came in to learn it. So let's take a shortcut. So this is the 2025. It's a 9 year for completion. I think I'm just going to turn around and say, True Source, Soul, help me to complete whatever I need to complete so I can move forward with grace and ease. And then watch what happens. Why did I let that happen? Go back. I asked for this to be cleared. And then it happens. So where are you in your life? Where are the brick walls? There are no brick walls. It's all in the mind. It's all in your concept. And you don't have to have an IQ of 140, 60, 80, or 200. You don't have to. All you have to do is be you. What is you? You are a beautiful, magnificent entity created out of love, by love, from love, and with love. You're an inner intelligence and outer intelligence. And if you look at each day, each moment as a new experience, then you get excited. And then when you get excited, you produce positive endorphins and hormones and glands. You get younger, you got a glow, and you feel so good. What's stopping you? Think about that. Someday when you go into work or a party, just ask to be full of love and joy and just come bouncing in. They'll kind of look at you and, hi, good to see you. Speak a little effervescently. Watch how the whole energy will change. Everything changes. Or somebody comes in and said, my grandfather is dying and I'm so worried. And, oh, everybody goes, I'm so sorry. But their energy, starts to get lower and lower and lower. Now, it's not a point that your grandfather's dying. It's like end of life. He's through. He's done his missions and goals. Celebrate. My grandfather is dying. It's wonderful. He's going on to the next step. I always say they're going on vacation. We're stuck here, but they're going on vacation. Rejoice for them. Be happy. That's what we need to understand and do. Because whatever they came here to do, it's completed. And that applies to you and me and everyone else. It's so important for us to know that. So we all make New Year's resolutions. And I was talking to my son, and he said something like, sorry Tuesday or ending Tuesday. And what's that? He said, well, it lasts about a week or two, your New Year's goals and off things, and week or two, it's all done with. Instead of set up a goal to have joy and happiness each and every day of your life. Program your day. Today, Monday, I'm going to go to work, going to have fun, I'm going to accomplish a lot. It's going to go smoothly and easily, and I'm going to come home happy. Well, you know what will happen? 99.9% of the time. That's what's going to happen. See how powerful you are? And see how your ego tries to tear you down. I have clients and I'll say something and they're going to check with 2,700 people. Is this true? Is this true? Is this true? Is this true? Well, 2,700 people, you'll probably get 2,700 individual answers. In here, is it right or isn't it right? If you're doubting yourself, doubting whatever information someone says, that means that you are directionless. And if you are directionless, you're not listening to the thoughts of your soul and true inner source guidance. Because you're not supposed to be directionless. You're supposed to know, or at least, maybe I don't know what the ending is, but this feels right. I have clients that go in, I need an extra $10,000. It's going to come in this month and I'll be able to do it. So next month, how to work out. Yeah, I got the extra 10. What'd you do? I just said I needed it and got out of the own way, and however it comes, it comes. Or I need an extra 5. Well, why do we question it? Because if you don't believe it, what the mind can conceive, the body will believe. What you think you create, which creates your experience. And the other favorite one of mine, you're a slave of your fears, a master of your life. Wake up. You're creating every moment of it. The minute you doubt it, you block it, block it, block it, block it, block it. Echo, 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 echo. Because that's what you're doing. I'm just checking our time. Ooh, we're getting close. So I want to remind all of you that, as we're into this new year, that you are on a wonderful journey of healing, completion, and after that, it's new beginnings. There's going to be some chaos this year. There's going to be some misunderstanding. There's going to be manipulation of words. But use critical thinking. Begin to do that and ask, does this really sound right? So with all of you, I want to remind all of you that on every Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time to 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, I have what I call Soul Awakening. And you have the opportunity to ask any questions you so desire. And even if you don't have any questions, you're going to learn something. I had one person, I know it. I don't have to listen to any of this. And I'll ask him this question, that question. I forgot about this. I forgot about that. I don't remember that. Good. So even though you knew it, you forgot about it. I'm no different. So when you ask a question, or if somebody asks a question, it's to remind you what you may have forgotten. Then I deliver a 10-minute message, and it's a motivational message. I invite all of you to join us. It's on freeconferencecall.com, so you can be in your pajamas. Who will know? You will give them that information.
Absolutely. That number is 202-926-1059. And the access code
125-446 pound. That's 125-446 pound.
I'll give that number again. It's 202-926-1059. And the code, Michael?
125-446 pound. With that thought in mind, using the same telephone number, every second Saturday of the month, and we have a second Saturday coming up, I have what I call Mass Consciousness Healing. And that is from 9:55 a.m. Pacific time to 11:01 Pacific time. You join us, we chat for a few minutes, I learn where you are, and then we go into a deep meditation, bringing through two sources, unconditional love to revive your body, but also you become a conduit to surround Mother Earth, its inhabitants, everything that exists with this unconditional love. It's the most exciting thing you can do, and the reports I get back is amazing from people who participate. So if you join us a little late and we're in silence, stay with us. Then sometime around 10:57, 10:58, I bring you back into your body. We play a little music, 11:01. Have a great month. To access that information again,
that number is the same as the Tuesday night call-in number, which is 202-926-1059. And the code, Michael?
125-446 pound. Please join us. Then there's something I feel is very important. That 10-minute message that I leave, I call it the replay. And you're stuck in your car, you're stuck in the house, or maybe you're depressed or whatever. You can listen to all the replays. There are 354, 355, somewhere around there. And none of them are labeled. And you heard me say that before, and it was really an error on my part. True Source said, no, you didn't make a mistake. You wanted to read through 355 different labels? No. Tell everybody, let their soul pick the numbers. So it starts at number 3 to 355. Whatever number comes to mind. Oh, like 112. And you play that, and you go, oh, just what I needed to hear. Isn't that beautiful? So to access that information, give them that information.
Absolutely. That number is 434-300-4170. And the code, Michael?
Access code is 125-446 pound. One more time.
434-300-4170. And the code, Michael?
125-446-pound. I encourage all of you to join us. And you can have the opportunity to go to Dr. Michael B. Gross YouTube. You can see all the replays of these beautiful podcasts that TU and I do. Also, if you're on YouTube, you will see some award-winning photography done by TU Nap. And there's a quote, and then there's a 10-minute message attached to it. So I encourage all of you, take a few minutes. Feel the relief, feel the joy, feel something that's empowering. And I also offer a 30-minute complimentary session. All you go to is Dr. Michael B. Gross. And you can call me at this number, my personal cell number, 253-222-1096. That's 253-222-1096. And check out my website, drmichaelbgross.com. Check that out. Yes.
That's actually Dr. Michael Gross. No B.
Okay. All right, drmichaelgross.com. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And see all the things that are available for all of you and the wonderful things that we do. Also, I ask all of you to spread the word and to ask others to join us. Push the subscribe button. Everything's built on algorithms. For me to get my message out is for you to help me. It's a small price to pay. Because remember, my mission and goal is to help you reconnect with a true source, to help you understand you are the solution. You can make a difference on this planet to bring about joy and love, and also for you to do your spiritual missions and goals, whatever they are. So thank you, everyone. I appreciate you joining me. And as this is being brought to you by, like a commercial, whoops, Healing the Holes in Your Soul, written by TU Nap. It's a beautiful, wonderful book about a book of being in darkness and coming out, smiling and going through rebirth, like the mythical mythical bird, the phoenix. Sorry, everybody, I'm channeling and overcoming a little cold. This is a great book. It's a must read. Besides, I like the guy who wrote the foreword.
Thank you, Michael. The guy who wrote the foreword is the guy that wrote this book too, and he's holding my book. And I'm here to just say, start with this book. Definitely get your complimentary consultation with Dr. Michael Gross, because he is such a plethora of knowledge and wisdom, and he can help you with whatever it is that's challenging your life, so that you can always be surrounded by unconditional love and live in a life of abundance. Start at this book, because this is priceless. It saved my life, and he saved my life. The quality of my life has gone exponentially greater and more amazing than I could have ever put on the vision board and dreamt of. The things that happen today are incredible, and I'll be sharing more on that on another call. And who knows, watch us on our Facebook pages, because we share all kinds of things on there as well. Definitely invite your friends to connect with us and connect with Michael Gross, because he will give your friends a complimentary consultation too if they reach out to him. On that note, Michael, thank you for changing my life.
You're welcome. You honor me. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Please tell everyone to join us. And remember, you are unlimited. Namaste, everyone. Thank you. Happy New Year.
We love you.